Act 2! Yeah, boy! Woo! Woo! We're happy to be entertaining you.
A case of red herring. Lights fade up on a prison cell in Pelican Bay, California. The prisoner? Samantha Cardozo.
Now, this bitch you about to greet, woo-wee, she be scary.
I'm in the shoe. That's what they call this place. Solitary confinement for the worst criminals. I'm a menace to society. And I'm the only Sephardic Jew in this place. The only one who speaks Ladino. A barely breathing language. A medieval Spanish. So these cops, they interrogate me. Sammy, you can tell us. Let us in on the joke, we'll give you a smoke. What have you done and why? As if the reason matters. Okay, I say, I killed my neighbor. You know, like Raskolnikov did in Crime and Punishment. But these cops never read Fyodor Dostoevsky. Sammy had good reason for murder, just like Raskolnikov. I have a reason for every season, like a hat full of rain, like a heart full of pain. Here's Sammy's deal. My neighbor, Doña Mega Puta Prostituta. I call her that. She can't take Latinos, despises blacks, pigs, gooks, and can't stand the Jews, whether Sephardim or Ashkenazi, so okay. She hates a lot of people. But I moved to the Bronx from Barcelona, España, and I don't give a shit, joder, because we're all different in my neighborhood, all different colors and textures, but she doesn't get along with no one and offends everyone. So Holly, or Molly, or whatever her identity is, she knows I got them cats. My mother loved cats. And when she passed, she gave me 7 cats to look after. Well, I couldn't deny my own mother. I mean, es mi madre, jolines. But Molly can't stand the smell of animals. So she asks me, in that puta whore way, if I can get rid of them. Give them up for adoption. But like, joder, I don't know. It's not something I want to do at all. And I can't stand the way she reeks, actually. So I'd rather dump her in the trash. You know what I mean? Long story short, she's got a driveway. Little house and a tiny driveway with gravel y mierda. So Doña Prostituta, she scatters kippers and herring and anchovies all over her fucking driveway while I'm at work. I'm a mechanic. I work all day at a gas station for Boris in Brighton Beach. He treats me like crap. At least we're of the same faith. So he can't call me a no-good yid. Anyway, my cats. They're on to this neighbor, see? Those fine felines. They know Molly just wants them out of the picture altogether. Well, not just them, me too. The Spanish Jew, out of the picture. So I drive up after work, walk into my house, and call the cats one by one. Cortadillo! Rinconet? Alacain? And they don't answer. So I freak out. And I run over to La Gran Puta's house, me cago en su madre, and I call her, where are my babies? And I slip on her driveway and it stinks like pickled herring because she just lured my cats into her lair and whacked them. Oh. I don't know how she killed them. And I never saw those cats again. I believe in an eye for an eye and 2 teeth for 3 nails and such. So I had this crowbar. I hit her hard in the head and I cracked her skull open. And the cops, they arrested me on the spot. Joder. I don't know how they found out. But those rats are always on the lookout to throw a Spanish during the slammer. Most of their crimes are of passion or money related. But I committed murder. And in my book, I'm a hero. I retaliated. I call that too revenge. She got her comeuppance or coupons. Whatever you say in this country. I know I won't ever be forgiven. And I probably won't go to heaven. But will you have to do something for me? If you see my cats, maybe they're still alive, poor critters. Would you tell them I did it for them? I love them. So I'm not sorry. I'm in the shoe.
Let's get on with the Cabaret Émigré.
Solidarical fighting for the worst thing.
Things are just going our way.
Begin at 5. Heinrich Mueller, Gestapo in hell.
Lights up on Ilya Beliovsky's parlor in the afterlife. Time is a dubious matter.
Heinrich Mueller, Gestapo general, strolls into the parlor.
It's a bit dark in here, Toya, but I see that's the way you like it. Is that right?
Back again here, Dick. The name is Ilya. How many times do I have to tell you?
Call me Heinrich, will you? It's my birth name, I think. I adore nicknames, don't you? I can call you Toya. Nicknames, they are good, yeah? So how are you today, Zen? Fine.
Same as every day. And you, Herr Heinstick?
Not bad. Not good. The same, I guess. You see, it's like this. Let us refrain from telling yet another sappy, weepy, crappy story about us Nazis and you poor detestable heaves, yeah?
Oh, your cognac's going sour and I feel ill at ease.
Too bad. I like my spirits fresh. Likes the spring flower. But you're playing solitaire, my friend. In your games, there's no room for a pureblood.
So, where's your shrink doctor that had Dr. Droid?
Who? Whoa, what platoon have you been dropped from? Wow, 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 whoa!
Yeah, Toya, you've been shell-shocked, but your head has been blown off.
It's Ilya. Oh, the air is getting thick and heavy.
Oh, Toya, you're already drunk at this hour.
When we have all night now, you are tiresome nitwit, you try.
Share with me your Frau Friesel to pass the time away in hell.
Yoo-hoo, Toya. Here I am.
Your grandmother was Bella Fletcher, no? She was born in 1929 in Moravia. You did say this at our last session. When she was Jewish, that was your confession.
Now, if Spongehammer's interrogation finds this place, he's the boss, and you do by our utter loss.
Because your God never came to save your ass.
Letting you die, of course.
I had 12 children. I raised them by myself after my husband passed.
That must have been a blast.
Grandma Bella, is that you?
A fine mess we're in, Ilya. Anyway, let's begin. I read poems in Yiddish. Always, only in Yiddish. Do you want to hear them, Herr Hind Prick?
9 zippets.
Beat it, Mensch, Fletcher.
Mama said you were in awe of the stars and the universe excited you more than anything else by far.
Yeah, that fucking frustration's the stars. You Jews do not come from this earth.
On Mars, you happily spring forth.
Come, look at these diamonds, these tears in the sky. Before they run dry, come, Leon, come.
Hey, what is it now, Bella?
A star for each wild child we raise, a star for each blade of grass the cows graze.
Cows? You wake me up for cows?
A star for my forlorn dead mother, a star for your Talmud teaching father, for my ailing brother, for all the bright and talented Jews who've shacked up forever with bad news.
Ja, if you snooze during the World War, you lose.
Bella Fletcher was the strongest of women. She buried one of her daughters in the backyard with her bare hands.
They must be dirty.
I said my prayers to the guy upstairs. She passed from starvation, my baby girl. From that moment on, I grew to hate my homeland. I was afraid to lose my children one by one. I had many mouths to feed.
Dear Judenrate, unlucky indeed. But with your determination, you can alter the mind of any nation.
My grandfather was put into a foster home when he was 8 years old. My great-grandmother put him there so he could have enough food to survive and stay alive.
So, did Grandpa of starvation die?
I fled from that passage foster home. I returned to my house. It was pitch dark as coal. I crept in softer than the whitest mouse. I was searching for my favorite sister Sheva. But in her room, all her things were gone. The bed empty, the closets empty, the night lamp shattered, her smell eradicated. She died of starvation, too.
My Leon swallowed whole his fury. In his coat pockets, his grieving heart he'd bury.
Good. The Jews keep the Reaper busy and the Third Reich quite alive.
Killing them and hunting them. You think Gestapo's work is ever easy?
May I interest you in some pork roast, Fräulein Friesel? Am I not a good Juden host, Gestapo boss?
Get lost.
I pray there'll never be another Jew.
There'll never be another Jew. No one can be as smart as you. And now that fascism has come to take your place, I close my eyes and spit in your face.
My grandfather fought in World War II like many a Jew. He was wounded by a shrapnel shell that pierced through his thigh.
And still your grandpa didn't die?
The medics wanted to amputate his leg before it was too late.
And I said, no, hell no, that leg won't go. I have a limp, so.
The limp was bad. Each time he moved, the bone through his right thigh would protrude.
Oh, how grotesque. Toya, tell me something pleasant and fast.
I couldn't find Bella after the war. She had moved.
I worked in a factory. True women's work, you know.
Yeah, I know the story. Yeah. Bella Fletcher was very beautiful, and all the men around her wanted to marry her, but slept with her first.
She told her suitors she was still a chaste maiden, and they should be so honored if they spread her legs open and made her orgasm, of course, yeah.
She waited for her true love. My grandpa, Leon. That's how the story goes.
I'm watching all of you. I'm on alert.
Achtung, Schatzi, where's my little doggy?
Have mercy on me. I'm in purgatory.
Oh, I'm in misery. Where's the Hitler? Why is he not with me? Oh, never mind, he was a maniac.
I want my mommy. I'm really crying. I want my blankie. I need my hanky.
You, the members of this Cabaret Émigré, blow my nose for me.
My grandparents were married for 50 years, so I believe in love, hair-blind flick.
Oh, Shiza. I need a sleazy rabbi or some putrid priest to contain my inner beast.
At least our story is all true.
Gestapo General, we've never lied to you.
Oh, now after life forced to listen to the bunch of you crazy Jews.
Well, since we're stuck in this inferno, we may as well be kinder to each other. No?
I can't take this anymore. No, fine.
Ooh la la, may I kiss your Frau Friesel now?
Shame on you. Making a spectacle of us all now. Take pity on this charming debonair, and I, his wildest love of her, please.
I'll get down on my knees.
We're already dead. You ought to reconcile with that thought. In your SS murderous head.
Hey, yo, stay at our glorious, notorious Cabaret Émigré, because we got hella more coming your way. See, we welcome moolies like me, Dominicanos and cracker Yankees, Cubanos, Chicanos, Beaners, and Guidos too, and even a couple of chinks. Yeah, you know who. Kites, midgets, Islamic fundamentalists, and Rastafari and Buffalo soldiers. Here, we move fast, so keep smoking that grass. Shit. Kick back and relax for a while, cause we gonna make your girlfriend's fake titties smile. Ooh, we ain't shy, so gals better be entertaining your guy. And we serve our own version of bigotry here, so y'all don't disappear. You hear?
Vignette 6. Oh, how I want to emigrate to the United States.
The Federal Plaza Building, the Immigration Naturalization Bureau. See, in interviews in procession, Jesus Diaz, a tall, handsome immigration agent, checks through all the scattered paperwork on his cluttered desk and all that bullshit.
Mikhail Gelfin stands before Jesus, all banana-shaped and nervous. He eyes his surroundings and spots a portrait of George Washington tacked to the decrepit wall. There's fly on the portrait, which slowly makes its way to the face of President Barack Obama and sits there a long while, slowly inching his way up his nostril.
Have a seat. I've gone over your paperwork and it's shit.
What? Are you dismissing my case? I paid my immigration lawyer, Eduardo Morales, a hell of a lot just for you to tell me that's it? It's all over?
I can lend you my shoulder to cry on, but then you'll have to return to where you came from. Oh, homeland. You have to go back where you belong, you hear me?
I'm an alien resident living in New York, but I'm not deaf.
You cup your ears. You foreigners have no manners.
And you savages hold no morals. Is that your president?
Yes, he is. We're very proud to have an African American in the White House. Finally. So, I can give you a hanky and some free toothpaste. Oh, and toilet paper. Right, comrade? Isn't that what's still lacking in your slacker country?
What? Have you been living in a cave, Batman? We have internet now and iPad 4, whatever. We have Starbucks and plenty of sushi galore. We have more than you. So don't give me that Ernie Schwarzenegger routine with his stupid Russian bear hat and dumb accent. You got it? Oh, give me your hat and boots and all that dumbass shit.
Have a seat. You're perspiring as we speak. You newcomers are weak.
What the hell?
I can offer you a drink. I know you Russians like that. What's your preference, Carlo?
Uncle Aaron was arrested.
What? Who?
He was taken between the hours of 3 and 5 in the morning, captured from his home.
Who was the first president of the United States of America?
Africa Paprika.
Wrong. Repeat to me the preamble to the Constitution.
In my country there always be prostitution, but I think that Gitana should be legal here too, because then you not have to beg wife to give it up each night. Isn't that right, Mr.
Agent, twisted. Okay. How many branches of government are there and who makes all the decisions? Who gets to declare war and so much more?
Jesus Christ!
In this country, they don't like to mix the booze of church with the fiddle of state.
You have Xanax, so I relax?
Let's stick to the facts. Big guy, you wish to stay here? Okay. Who gets to vote in this country?
Martin Scorsese!
You have not studied the answers to your immigration exam. You're like all aliens that come to this country. Thoughtless, lazy.
The next morning, Aunt Galena called my mother and told her that Uncle Aaron was in jail. This was the first time reality hit me. In my own country, we not safe, see?
be my sex slave tonight and I will make your papers read all right. Yeah.
In the morning, my mother went to the militia because there was no place left to go. They told her to get in touch with the
Ministry of Foreign Affairs. When I heard I must go to militia, I nearly...
Peed in your pants, man. Isn't that the usual weasel immigrant circumstance?
You're rude now. I came to ministry. I plead with them emphatically that my brother was arrested for no reason.
But isn't that the reason why you all want to move here? Because your government needs no reason to arrest a citizen? It's like in Fidel Castro's Cuba. They're in the same boat, you know?
They told my mother, come back in a few days so they could investigate matter properly.
Care to investigate me properly? I'll make it worth your while. You'll see, Mikhail.
When I returned in a few days, officials told me they could not explain why Aaron was arrested. He was in process of being interrogated and we're not allowed to relay details.
I am very detail-orientated myself. Would you like to see the scar that I attained by shaving my pubic hair? You know, down south, down there below. Look down already, yo.
Agent Twister here is sex crazed. Is that how you say it?
Yes, that's how you say it.
Well, someone leaked that Uncle Aaron was held captive in cell.
I like to play me a game called Prison Flag. You place me there and do whatever you want. Huh? Don't that sound kiki, Mikhail?
When I got to prison cell, Boże moi, I saw horror. Rats and lice.
Ooh, I just love me some vice. A vice leads to the endless spice of life. It's paradise.
The law was that you could keep prisoner for 3 days, interrogate him, and if you not find material evidence, you must dismiss him. But the government, they dug up fishy things and made up false documents. They kept him locked up in prison for 1 year.
What was his crime? Mine is mad art and passion.
He was charged with jeopardizing safety and well-being of Soviet state.
Mishka, come to your Hispanic brother. Rub my back before it be too late.
Aaron's investigation lasted 2 long years. Officials prowled for informers who'd say something accusatory against him.
That's right. If you see something, say something.
He spent that year in solitary confinement.
Ooh, I love to be confined with you. You wild. Here's your assignment, Mishka. Do me from behind, all up in the kishka.
Are you coming on to me? Because I don't go for fags, see?
Mishka, please. You've offended Agent Twisted. Apologize to him, or in this country your future will look grim.
I know Mishka's sorry. He'll make it up to me if he wants to wed Miss Liberty.
What, so homosexual I have to be to stay in this country?
Precisely. From now on, you will speak to me very nicely and politely as if I were a pretty lady.
For 2 years that Aaron was being investigated, I took matters into my own hands. I found out he had mistress, Sasha.
Ain't that a man's name?
It's short for Alexandra in Russian.
You like to play that fudge back and get it.
Get the hell out of here, man!
You get out of here. This is my office space.
Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Ooh, whip me, chain me. Let's fucking misbehave already. Huh? My cat. Huh?
So, Mama contacted Sasha the mistress. I mean, Sasha, she had this high position in government. She was lovely, really. She was lovely. And Uncle Aaron, he loved her terribly.
You want a good score on this exam, my man? I'm in charge. So don't forget. What position do you like, huh? Don't leave me on. Put out. Come on.
Mama contacted Sasha the mistress, and she discovered what was truly going on.
Mishka and I could have such fun. We could lie out in the sun, rub each other's backs, suck on that Ronson Johnson all day long.
Jesus, don't the cops send you fags to jail?
Mishka, please. Everybody's bisexual these days. It's latest fashion, you craze.
Mama, she went to visit Uncle Aaron in prison, and he lost weight, he was frail, he was in very poor shape.
They let us bring in food once a month. And we stood a long line for hours. Then one day they called Aaron's name and there came no answer. They told me my brother was not in his prison cell.
Uncle Aaron must have scorched in hell.
They told Mama he was in a cemetery. He was dead.
I believe poor Aaron was dead. because a week before one of my brother's accusers was found dead. So I thought my brother could have been next. Maybe someone had hung him. Aaron was trying to rescind his accusation, desperately trying.
Can you culminate your melodramatic story?
A ministry official contacted Mama and told her to calm down. Uncle Aaron was nowhere to be found because he had been transferred to another town for more interrogation. He not dead at all.
With such good news, your mama must have had a ball.
I went straight to airport to get a flight to find my brother that night. I needed to get him out of prison. I admit my looks helped me out. I was, how you call it, knockout.
Yeah, by the looks of your son, I have no doubt.
I arrived in Sleepy Town, dolled up like 50s movie star. My husband, Gary, when he peered at me from bifocals, remarked,
You can't go out like that. You look like a slut.
An expensive Russian slut, sure.
Gary, I say, I won't dress like an old fart. I am what I am. This is what, as a Russian woman, I am all about.
Congrats on being an old slut. But some still like it hot.
Take that, faggot!
You have no right to do that. Violence is a massive social disease, and I will not tolerate it in my office space. Now sit, please.
I came straight to prosecutor's office. Knocked on wooden door, lit my red lips. Permitted me to see my brother for exactly 10 minutes.
You had to shag that boring motherfucking prosecutor. Shit. Wanted anal sex, I bet. Yeah, you don't regret boning that mofo.
What is your goddamn problem? I mean, we're talking about my sacred mother here.
Yeah, well, the way your mama spins this tale, she ain't no saint, my dear kid.
I was allowed to kiss and hug my brother for what seemed to be a moment frozen in cracks of time. With our love for each other, chiming like a lyric rhyme. When I left, I reached for kerchief in my left coat pocket, and a tiny note fell out.
Even if those pigs throw me in front of the firing squad, I will never rat out my friends and colleagues.
Good Jew, Aaron never turned informant. Ain't that ironic? Well, what about Judas Iscariot? He turned informant.
Shut up, maggots.
You, Michal, if you want me, baggage.
Uncle Aaron, he was a gentleman. He never belonged in prison cell with murderers and hard, crass criminals. He was a proud man. And then
I slept with Judge, and my brother was pardoned.
You slept with that pervert judge?
Duh, I did. When I visited Aaron at labor camp, it was so cold, he had no food. I swore to myself I would never be any country slave.
They put you folks through the meat grinder. Does that remind you of making love?
Yes. Yes. Will you please just let me stay? I will work hard. I will pay my way.
What's the best thing about the USA?
That pricks like me can get a chance at real life in some precarious way.
Ding, 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 ding. Send postcards to me with kisses posted on the back.
You want to give my son a heart attack.
If you let me stay, I will write every day. I am a man of my word.
Cool, Russian dude. I like your style. You're smooth. Welcome to America the Beautiful, you fool. Enjoy your stay. And write to me as promised every single day, because if you lied to me today, I will strip you of your rights in our Lady U.S. of A.
Oy vey.
Vignette 7! Will the Nigerian butcher get to heaven? Folks, you've won that golden ticket to tonight's main event at Cabaret Émigré's boxing ring.
Where the boxers do their thing. So let the bells ring.
A dingy, insipid light flickers to the boisterous punches of Nigerian the butcher. He's taking a break from beating up on Flippo Neal, a.k.a. the Holy Ghost of Ireland, his obnoxious opponent.
If only O'Ling is still gonna hold his fight smaller in flames than his challenger. Biafra's national anthem is heard. The land of the rising sun. The anthem is no fun. They should sound Deutschland's anthem. That will put us in the mood. Dabei! Let boxing begin! No, boy! Shake hands and may the best hair win!
Is that how you got, laddie? I've been called the Black Plague, a vampire, a chocolate no-no, a nigger, a niggero, a nitwit hypocrite, voodoo doo-doo, weeping the blues jigaboo.
That's the difference between Bigfoot and a black man working.
Bigfoot's been spotted a few times. You're a nobody. You're gonna disappear from view just like every other nigger which I ever knew.
Nigerians don't appreciate their hero athletes, it's true. But now, I am an American, living in the land of opportunity.
Yeah, that's shorter than a Chinaman's dick.
A black man's to-do list. They're gonna lose, laddie, by technical knockout. This is a lightweight fight, and we're gonna be swinging punches all night. Ain't that right?
Whoa! Now, I am from Nigeria, where they call you Whitey. And I'll do you in like I never done nobody.
When's the only time you see a white man pointing and winking at a black man?
When they're about to shoot the nigger down. Let's face it, butcher boy. The black man's a toy to play with. You Nigerians come here to the U.S., you suck the white man's balls and kiss our balmy ass.
Hey, Mick, you ain't gonna last. You're a fucking bigot, there's no denying it. But with my punches, I'm fast.
Shite, I'm bleeding. And you had it. I've been to your country, see, but I'm white. Nothing but an animal to your tribesmen. Every fucking Nigerian I ever met wanted something from me.
That's right. They want their liberty from the slavery of the white man.
What did you come to this country for? You've been a poor boy all your life, I'm sure.
Did you do drugs, shoot up, or rob a convenience store?
Yeah, Frau, I done it all. I was a student when I came here. I wanted to be a scientist back in my homeland. My father, he owned this boxing gym, and I turned pro at a very young age, don't you know? 1991 when I became an American. I was an educated man, but now, I don't know who I am.
I bet you were a strong black man back then.
Sweetness, I still am. I am the reigning champion, I'm number one!
I hear it's hard to make a black man come.
Watch out for this punch, charcoal scum.
You missed, you fucking Irish cocksucker! There were political assassinations and a secession of state in Biafra in 1966, where I was born. The bloodiest civil war Nigeria had known, national news had sworn. By 1970, 2 million of our people have been slaughtered. A holocaust of darkened flesh. But you, my alcoholic piggy friend who rats on his pals and plays with himself, you can't ever hope to comprehend the plight of the black man.
Oh, I want you, groovy black man.
Get your own man. I've got a wife and kids.
Those days when a nigger would be lynched simply for glaring at a white chick.
In Germany, they say the black man's blessed with a large dick.
I am an immigrant boxer, nearing 40. Poor eyesight and no primetime fight in sight. Like most Nigerian fighters, I have long left the limelight. Nigerian butcher used to please the ladies. Bust them opponents up to smithereens. And in between fights, police read me my Miranda rights. Oh,
How is your eyesight in hindsight, Herr Nigeria?
I'm okay. And I don't give a fuck what Mr. Prick Mick Aston have to say. Or what your German pussy Frau conjures or dead. See, I aim for the guts and shoot for the rainbow as it bursts with glory.
Every black man concocts his own sick story.
I said, cool it, Russian chick. I don't swing your way, you dig?
You see my girlfriend there? She's Nigerian. Some hazelnut tits she's got and a great black ass. But I'm just having me fun. She's just another face in the crowd, hopping up and down, screaming out loud. Another canary. She sings pretty. She never shaves. I like them hairy. I never call her a whore. I hardly ever call her at all. I don't want to spend my hard-earned money on some black-ass honey. She'll give it up to my Ivory Coast skin. Having sex with a hologram can't be a Catholic sin. Ain't no harm done. Can't please everyone.
Okay, you win. You want to meet the Holy Ghost of Ireland again?
He wants your gold, of course.
And for you nigger to be sold this Cabaret Émigré to the highest bidder, you dig me, friend?
My name is But Salam Alaikum. Warfare is not my religion.
But your middle name means peace, my black Muslim brother.
We want the peace of your arms and path.
Hey, what happened to you in Nigeria, treacherous opponent?
I was attacked, patronized, homogenized, ostracized, irrevocably demonized. They pickpocketed me like wandering gypsies, snatched my wallet from me, and then snickered at my cushion wounds. In a river of blood, I spent the blue unchaste night in tears.
You're a bloody liar. Your mind is ruled by your racist fears.
When I asked for change in a Nigerian bar, they just shook their heads, bared their lashes. Sometimes they'd scream at me like savages. How does my Nigerian lass back then? She was hungry, but they bellowed at her, "You go with white men, bitch, eat white meat then."
I'll have you crawling at my feet.
I'm horny. You give it to me hard, baby. Oh, Russian finance are so nasty.
Nigeria is the most racist place in the world. It's pure, happy, smiling racism. You guys hate the whites. So what the feck are you doing in my country, huh, laddie?
We want to make love Nigerian style. So O'Neill flip-flop profiles. That they will.
Hey, Daddy-o, satisfy this Russian hole.
He don't lie with Russian trashy lassies. No, no, no.
Hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Так, давай, убей его. Какой дурак. What you waiting for? Watch on him, Nigeria.
I used to love visitors in my home, whether in Nigeria or New York alone. My people, we are cool peeps. We are with it. And sometimes I wish I could go back.
Come on already, her Ireland. Give the butcher a heart attack.
Well, looky what washed up on the American shore.
Fascist. From which vignette did you crawl from?
On your knees, please. You are now mine. There's Fräulein Friese, sexy friend of mine.
Yoo-hoo, here I am. But you could have fought more like a German man, no? Heil Hitler. Don't wave that gun at me, da? Okay?
You are a low-life Russian whore. You'll give me some disease for sure, yeah? Well, Fräulein Friese, what do you have in mind to do with this slime?
Yeah, natürlich. There now, our hostages. Do you want your hanky, Heinrich? It's too late for hanky-panky. My Volga river is all run dry. Confess! Have you ever been a Russian spy?
Hooligans in every country you can find.
It's not about racism, or fascism, or venereal cataclysm. Humans are all freaky, no? Now give us back our money. This has been a purely racist show. You are against the German, and that is so. Give us back our money, or Fräulein Friese and I will go.
Ja, auf Wiedersehen. Heinrich?
A man is his own worst enemy. Whether black, white, or tan. Yet tolerance springs forth from the soul of a man. Spawned within. And now the light in my own head, it has grown dim. I am still a foreigner in this promised land.
Nay Kurlansky. My mom's Catholic from Bavaria, and my dad's a Jew from Poland. That makes me a mutt, I guess, religiously speaking. This pot of gold is heavy, oh boy. And I have to make it to the end of that rainbow. God's covenant with man that nothing like Noah's Ark shall ever befall us again. I'm a psychologist, so I can't prescribe anyone here meds, okay? So don't even ask. I'm married to a nice Irish guy, Sean Malarkey, but he's not here to see me perform tonight because he thinks I'm wasting my time doing part-time acting. Of course, he thinks my acting is almost as good as Paris Hilton or Kim Kardashian screwing tape escapades. And I'm not sure if that is a compliment or a diss. But I do have a lyrical, mystical voice like Rosie Perez. At least that's what my Celtic husband says. Anyway, he's still a nice guy, and we get wasted on St. Patrick's Day. So I dig my marriage. In that way. My grandfather came from Lithuania. He was a Holocaust survivor, and he had those blue digits stenciled on his arm. Like in some futuristic horror film, they collided with his veins. His arm told me a story of fear, neglect, and utter disrespect, of how people can turn savage, like in The Lord of the Flies. Once my grandfather had an idea. He wanted to host an exhibition entitled Holocaust Numbers in Blue. He wanted to locate those Holocaust victims labeled by blue numbers, photograph their arms, then add all the numbers together to see if the total sum would add up to some mystical number from the Kabbalah or something metaphysical like that. Maybe I'll get to do that someday. My grandfather's too old now. You know, being a Kurlansky was nice, but I am happy to be a Malarkey, or full of Malarkey, as my husband likes to say. But all Jews are full of Malarkey. That's what makes them such hilariously poignant people. Germans are full of Malarkey too, but they are poetic and very precise. I'm sorry my story's so short and not very clever, but this is the émigré's tale though, right? And there is still no place like America, true? There's still a sense of liberty here, and it's still a land of opportunity. And we still come together to clean up after a hurricane and to brave all the future hurricanes yet to come. And I will miss my fellow cabaret members deeply. Thank you, audience, for coming. Good night. Gute Nacht, meine Lieben. Laila Tov, and adieu.
You all do, but don't you follow our Deroga like us on Facebook too.
Until we meet again,
Good night, my little friends.
the action. That's the Cabaret Émigré. Never, ever.